Alright, so today we're going to talk about the importance of weighing out flour. When I first started baking gluten-free, I always thought, why does my gluten-free flour make everything dry, gritty, dense? Have you heard those words about gluten-free baked goods? I bet you have. And then I found out that all you need to do is use this handy-dandy little scale. So I'm going to show you, even though people say, well, I scoop my flour, or I spoon it and I don't scoop it, it'll be fine, it still makes a huge difference. When I look at creating a recipe, a lot of times I remake the recipes that I've loved from before I had to be gluten-free, and most of those come in cups. And so what I found is that it's easiest if you go by what like all-purpose cup would weigh, so about 130 grams. So in my recipes, 1 cup is 130 grams. But in all reality, gluten-free flour is a lot more dense, it is heavier, and so if you just go cup for cup, you're gonna have a way more dense cake. So I'll show you what I mean. This is the traditional way people do it. People scoop. So they scoop and then they shake it out to try to get a level 1 cup. So again, 1 traditional all-purpose flour is usually 130 grams. So I'm gonna go ahead and scoop that into our container. Look at that, 170 grams. So there you have 40 extra grams of flour that's gonna go into your product, making it dense, dry, and gritty. That's why we don't scoop. Okay, next we're gonna do the spoon technique. This theoretically should give you a little bit lighter cup, but we'll see. So the spoon technique people usually use is they dip their spoon in the flour and scoop it into the bowl, the cup. That way it's not packed in. So it should be nice, in theory, light and fluffy. And then they level it out there. Now let's check that weight. 148. So still, you're 18 grams above what a traditional cup would weigh. What I do, which saves a lot of dishes too, is I just level my bowl, zero out my bowl and my scale here, 0 grams. And then I just measure in 130 grams. Perfect. Now, I'm gonna spoon what's in here, 130 grams, into the cup so you can see what it actually looks like. So it does look to be about a cup, a little bit less, but you'll see when you do it that method, you're getting 18 to 40 grams of flour different. And that is why I found that this magical little scale does the best things ever at making your product nice and moist and tender and fluffy. So this little handy scale here, I got on Amazon. You can look for a scale anywhere. This is only $14, so it doesn't break the bank. And it really does help you come up with a really consistent product every time. So every time you make a batch of cookies or cake, you're gonna get the same texture and the same product come out. I find that with macarons especially, you have to weigh your ingredients or they're not going to turn out very well. And so this little scale can really make a huge difference in your baking. So I find that different gluten-free flours also weigh differently. And so that's why if you're going by cup, like King Arthur might be different than Bob's Red Mill, etc. So if you're going on recipes that you used to love, your grandma's recipe from when, you know, she used to make cookies when you were a kid and you want to recreate that, if you use a different flour one time and you're not weighing things, you're going to come out with a totally different product. And so this is one super easy way. So I would recommend just looking for recipes that have weights. If you have questions about how much things weigh, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to do that. But this is, I feel like, the single most easy thing you can do to boost your gluten-free products and their texture.